I'll be taking a look at the DSi XL ArmorStore case. This case does come in a variety of colors, but I decided to go with the clear case so I could see the real color of my DSi. I do have the midnight blue DSi, and as you can see right here, it does show you the color of the DSi. You can't really see through it too much, but you can see the color of the DSi. Anyway, on the left side of it, it does say Nintendo DSi XL, and it does have your two cutouts, one for the camera lens and one for the light. The hinge of the DS isn't actually covered up. I'll go ahead and open up the case. Here's what the case looks like when it's opened up. The lip of the case itself, of the ArmorStore case itself, isn't too big. In my experiences of taking this case off and on, I've taken it off about 1 or 2 times to actually test it. And I would have to say that it is quite easy to actually take off this case, unlike the Nerf armor. Some people have been saying they've been having problems with the Nerf armor case. It is kind of hard to get off, but the ArmorStore case is pretty easy to get off. There's only two little hinges up there that hold the case together. You just take off the top part, and then the bottom part comes off real easily. One thing cool about this case is it does have a stand on the back. I'll go ahead and flip out the stand of the case. You can play with the stand. You can use it in the stand or play a game while the stand's actually being used. There's what it looks like on the stand. I'll go ahead and flip it open and show you what it looks like on the stand. There's how you'd play it if it was on the stand itself, which is nice. Of course, the DSi or the DSi XL can't actually play movies, but I guess it's nice if you just want to like show it off or something. You can use a stand, which is really nice. But the main reason for owning this case is it actually has a drawer at the bottom that pops out that lets you store like 4 games and I think 4 SD cards, and it holds the big pen and one a stylus. Because on this case, everything is open, like the triggers, the volume, and the SD card slot. But the side where the stylus goes in, they've actually covered up. I don't know why they would cover that up, but on this ArmorStore case, the regular pen-sized stylus you cannot actually use, so you have to store it in the bottom drawer if you want to use it. I'll go ahead and show you the drawer that pops out on this ArmorStore case. It just pops out like that. There's what the case looks like popped out and everything in it. I'll go ahead and zoom in and show you. It holds four regular DS games, and it holds the 2 stylus, the big pen stylus and the small stylus, and there's the 4 games. Underneath the games, what's really cool about this case, it will also hold 4 SD cards, which is really nice. I don't know why you'd really need to bring 4 SD cards around with you, but you can, which is in this case. I'll go ahead and show you. These games are pretty easy to get out. They're not really hard. But really the main concern about this case is that if you take the games in and out too much, or the SD card in and out too much, you might damage the connections on the game itself. But you probably won't be taking them out too much. They may not break, but that kind of worries me, that taking them in and out, the connections to the games might actually break. But other than that, this is a really good case. I would definitely recommend this if you have some games you want to store around in your big pen and stuff. This is a really nice case. It is a stylish case. If I'm comparing it to the Nerf armor case, I would say the Nerf armor case does give you more protection. But then again, the Nerf armor case is kind of hard to get off, and it is really chunky. And it does look like a toy when you have the Nerf armor case on here. I would definitely go recommend the ArmorStore case. So far, I had this case for 4 or 5 days now, and I've been using it. I do love this case. It is very stylish. But as the protection goes, I wouldn't really recommend it for good protection. I would actually be kind of scared if my DSi dropped on the ground with this case on here. If you're looking for good protection, I would go with the Nerf armor case over this case, because probably when you use a case, you're not really going to take it off anyway. So if I was going with the ArmorStore case versus the Nerf case, I would go with the Nerf armor case, because it is a little bit sturdier, and if you dropped it, it would probably bounce, because it is very thick foam. Even though this is plastic, it would probably like break your DSi. I'm kind of scared to actually use this case. I'm afraid if I dropped it, the DSi would actually break. But other than that, this is a very good case. It stores all your games. It has a stand, and it does look very stylish. If you're looking for a stylish case and something to show off to your friends and stuff, this is a very cool case. I would highly recommend this case. and I'll show you how the games actually go in the ArmorStore case. They go on fairly easy. They kind of nudge up on it, so it is kind of like a tight fit, but it's not a bad fit. So overall, actually, you can have 5 games. You can bring around 5 games at once. One being the game in the back of the system, and 4 games right here equals up to 5 games you can bring around at one time. Plus the 2 styluses, which is very nice. Sometimes the games don't really want to go in. It's kind of a hard fit, but they usually go in like that. Then it just closes like that, which is really nice. You can play with the drawer popped out if you want to show off and stuff, but it's not. It doesn't really feel good when the drawer is popped out and you're playing with it, because as you can see on the back of the DSI, or the case, excuse me, of the ArmorStore case, when you actually flip out the stand, I'll go ahead and flip out the drawer, excuse me. When you flip out the drawer, you do get the back of it, and it does feel really weird. So you should just really play with the drawer popped in, but it is a nice, cool feature. This case is really stylish and really cool. If you'd like to have something that's really unique and has a lot of style, I'll definitely go with this ArmorStore case, which is a really nice deal. You can pick it up for about $11. I would highly recommend this case, but not necessarily for protection. It will protect it from scratches and stuff, but if you dropped it, I would be a little bit worried. And I forgot to mention one thing. On the back of this case, it does got 2, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it does got 2 like legs, so when you put it down like on a table or anything, it will be flat, which is really, really nice. Peace out. I'll see you guys later in my next review. I give this DSI XL ArmorStore case a rating of about 8.9, just because I'm a little bit worried that it would break if I dropped it. But other than that, this is a really nice kick-ass case. I would definitely recommend it if you'd like to show off and have something really unique. Peace out. I'll see you guys later in my next review.